Testing, testing. Me, okay.
Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini.
Good evening to all our viewers in Singapore and from around the world. Welcome to the Mariners EPS 2019 game number 9 of the T20 leg. Today's match is going to be between SG Stars and SG Crescents. The Crescents and the Crimsons have already qualified for the finals, and the Stars, they'll be playing for pride today. It's another beautiful day here at the Indian Association Cricket Ground. Let's have a look at the surface on which the game will be played later. Once again, it's a beautiful surface, and I think it's going to remain consistent for the 40 overs. But there's a bit of slow turn to be expected early on, and later on, as the game wears on, it'll be more favorable for the spinners. With the new ball, it'll assist in the run scoring, so the team winning the toss, I wouldn't be surprised if they elect to bat first. We will meet you shortly with the toss.
Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini.
Crescents will be tossing the coin, and the Stars will be calling.
Tails.
Right, Manpreet, you won the toss for the first time, I guess. What's it going to be?
We're going to bat first, actually. The wicket looking fresh, and I think it's good to bat on this wicket.
What do you think is going to be a good score on this track?
I think it's 180 and 190 will be good total on this wicket because it's nice wicket on this. So I think 180, 190 will be good total.
You have already qualified for the final, so there's no big pressure. Any changes to your team?
Yeah, today we are giving Junction to chance like under 19 players because they have a tournament in future, right? So we are giving 3 players to play in the tournament at this game today.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you very much, sir.
Reza, what would you have done had you won the toss?
We were looking to field first, so yeah, I'm quite happy with that, how that turned out.
So you got your wish. What are you looking to restrict them to?
I think anything below 140 is going to be good. We've seen that, under lights, the ball comes on better. It becomes easier to bat. So that's what we've analysed, or at least that's what's happened to our batting unit. So we're looking to restrict them below 140 and then chase it.
Stars a proud unit, playing for pride today. Any changes to your side?
Yeah, we're giving the youngster Harsha a go. The rest of the Husnain has gone back to Pakistan. And yeah, the rest of the team looks the same. Lohit comes in as well.
Good luck for the game.
Thank you.
There you have it. The Crescents have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. We will see you shortly with the live commentary.
Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini.
Good evening and welcome to the live commentary. We are about to get underway here. Crescents winning the toss and electing to have a bat. The Stars captain too indicating he wasn't too disappointed with the outcome at the toss. He would have fielded first. There's a number of changes to the sides. A lot of youngsters, under 19 players, been given the opportunity. The Crescents have already qualified for the finals, and the Stars playing for pride indeed. Who's the wicket keeper for the Stars? The two umpires, Hardeep Jadeja and Balraj Manikandan, adjudicating this game number 9 of the EPS. Sadbhai, good evening. Welcome to the Combox.
Good evening, Jamal. Thank you very much.
It was looking like a beautiful wicket to bat on. Might be taking a bit of slow turn later on in the day.
Actually, if you see, Jamal, wicket is really flat, and I think that there's no harm to say that this is a batting paradise. And if batsmen, they can, if they can have 2-3 good partnership, so we can see that easily they can score 180 to 190.
He is one of the main strike bowlers for the Stars. Will not be in their ranks today. Husnain Shah has gone back to his T20 franchise services. We wish him all the best. What a great ambassador of Lahore he has been. He did put on a real wonderful show of fast bowling. Even on these type of surfaces, he really showed that he was a class apart. And it looks like marking his run up from the Balestier Road end. It's going to be Aditya Rangarajan, Botswana international.
Lot of people are watching from all around the world, and back home in Pakistan, you know, my family is also watching. It's so good.
Yes, it's been a wonderful platform, and you must be really a proud person putting this all together, giving all the youngsters the opportunity, and also getting international stars and definitely lifting the standard of cricket. Roger Mukaza taking guard as we speak. And it's been a pleasure commentating alongside you, Sadbhai.
Thanks a lot, Jamal. Thank you very much. It is always a pleasure to play together as well, on the field and outside the field as well.
Absolutely. It's going to be Aditya Rangarajan from the Balestier Road end, and Aritra Dutta and Roger Mukaza. Opening the batting for the Crescents. Both the Crimsons and the Crescents having already qualified for the finals. The grand finals are going to be held here on Thursday. We want to invite everybody to come down to the ground and watch what's going to be, I'm sure, some fantastic cricket. Aditya Rangasamy steaming in. It's a beautiful delivery, a bit of late swing. Roger Mukaza beaten. Here's two very interesting games coming up on Thursday and Saturday. On Thursday, the grand finals, Advai.
Exactly, Jamal. And I'm really looking forward that, okay, they will showcase some good cricket.
Oh, what a magnificent effort there at backward point. Arjun Murtaja throwing himself, getting airborne, sticking the right hand out there, almost converting what would have been a magnificent catch, but certainly saved 4 runs. Today at backward point, Roger Mukaza crossing over for a single. He would feel rather unfortunate not to have got a boundary, but very fortunate to be there still. Aritra swings it around to deep square leg. Keeps telling me he's a compulsive hooker and puller. Once again, Lolit Babu there doing the tidying up at deep square leg. It has been a good first over so far without any extras from Aditya. Once again, late swing. Roger Mukaza clearly showing his intent. That shows what a wonderful batting surface this is. You can trust on the bounce. Decides to advance down the wicket for the late swing, taking the outside edge. Yes, by Thursday, I think it's going to be a great final between the Crimsons and the Crescents.
Yes, Jamal, if you see that, you know, wicket is so good and batsmen, they can trust on the bounce and they can step out and even they want to drive, they can want to drive.
Arutradutta swings it away to deep square leg. He's got cover there. The Stars have done their homework, knows that he prefers that area. Lolit Babu patrolling the deep square leg boundary, keeps it down to a single. There was a bit of rain earlier in the afternoon, so that has made the ground beautiful and green, but it's still lightning quick. It's a good bit of bowling by Aditya Rangaswamy. He naturally angles it into the batsman and then off the seam, and a bit of late swing takes it away.
Jamal, normally this kind of bowler is always very good on the new ball. And if you see that ball is coming in and going away is not a easy ball. And I think that in the beginning, you know, when Stars were in the position, they should ball in these areas. And if they use the new ball properly, you know, they can make the difference. And today, they will be in a different level, right? They might be playing the final.
Yes, they only have themselves to blame. Thank you. Looks like young Ahan Nacha will be bowling from the Serangoon Road end. Skipper of the Stars, Reza Ghaznavi, going to his spinners nice and early. Ahan Nacha has done a very good job bowling in the power plays. I've been very impressed with this youngster.
Even in WCL, he bowled against Kenya in power play overs, and he bowled very well. And he is our homegrown player, and I believe that he will be a good future for Singapore cricket. And if you see Chamal today, we have young keeper is keeping, and in such kind of important match, and you see it is going to benefit to him, and he's upcoming under 19 tournament.
Yes, this is going to be a wonderful experience for these youngsters, and they no doubt will benefit from this exposure, and it will really help them in April when they go for the under 19 World Cup qualifiers in Malaysia. I think that's a good bit of planning to infuse this youth and this platform, such a wonderful platform for them to learn from. And he's bowled him. Arithraditya once again going for an expansive lofted shot early on, underestimating the accuracy of Ahan Nacha, and he pays the price. Clean bowled him.
I don't understand Jamal what he was trying to do. He just came for the batting and his second over, and playing this kind of silly shot, and from a senior batsman, it is really unpleasant. You know, Aditya really, he need to understand that what he's trying to do. You see that when he was batting Jamal, first ball, if I think there is a video now, he can watch that what is his batting stance. And his batting stance is like, you know, his head is totally in his body and is so stiff, he was not comfortable. And this kind of, you know, batting make us uncomfortable. You know, he need to really work out on all these things. I mean, this is not a good cricket. This is not a good show.
Yes, and also the team expects from the opening batsman a certain responsibility. And early on, especially with the power play overs, you can capitalize if you bat a little intelligently. Shahrukh Dar comes to the crease, hard-hitting batsman from Lahore, Pakistan. In the last game, he really showed that he can hit the ball a long way. Today, he would be expected to perform a slightly different role, but I'm sure he's given a license to go for his shots.
I think if Shahrukh is this kind of batsman, if he's going to use little bit technical, you know, he will be in trouble. I think he needs to go with the flow and just have a look 1-2 ball and then play normal cricket.
Straight away, the very first ball, he decides to take the aerial route. He lives by the sword, doesn't mind dying by the sword. But if he connects it, I can tell you, they go a long way. He's a powerful striker of the ball. Most Pakistanis are. They can hit the ball a long way.
Yes. Coming back to Aritra Jamal, he really need to work out. You know, recently 2-3 months ago in Oman, he was in WCL, he was rocking and he was taking each and every fast bowler in the opener. You know, even you know, on international level, we have different kind of attitude and different kind of bowler. And he was on the top of the game. You know, he was making even good ball, converting in ordinary ball. You know, I'm really surprised as what is going on in his mind. He really need to figure out.
Yes, I think you hit the nail on the head. It's so much a mind game as you play higher level of cricket. He seems to have also made a slight... Yeah, thank you, Dharmi. That was a bit annoying. Was a very good delivery. Yes, I think he seems to have also made a little adjustment to his stance, and he's standing so much outside the leg stump. Even balls that are usually pitching on his leg stump have now become his off stump, and he just tends to hoik across the line. Whereas previously, he would look to work the ones and twos and then really play the big shots when the ball is in his area. That's a very good over. At the end of 2 overs, Crescents 5 for the loss of 1 wicket. Stars will be very pleased with this start.
And Jamal recently in last game from his club, Aritra is playing from SCC, Singapore Cricket Club, and he scored 125 runs in 99 balls, and where he played 18 fours and 3 sixes with the strike rate of 126, and it is not far, you know, just happened.
Who was he playing against, Sadbhai?
He was playing against Tanjay CC, I think.
Yes. I think this goes back to your point. Sometimes they get hundreds against certain types of opposition, and then when you come to the EPS, you really find where you stand. And
Yes.
this is really the benefit of this tournament, because it almost separates the men from the boys.
Yes.
That's a good delivery. Shahrukh Dar manages it to deep third man. Late swing, beats the wicket keeper. Well, I guess it's anybody's guess. I think on this type of wicket, anything north of 180 should be the minimum that the side batting first will be looking for. The fast outfield, beautiful batting surface. Par score on this track would be at least 180.
Yes, you are right. They have to score 180. Actually, between 170 to 190, they have to score. And even they, in 2.2 overs, I think they have, what is the total right now, Jamal? 6. I mean, it is a serious matter. You know, they have to look. It is not a healthy problem.
Yes, I think they have 2 of their more accomplished players in the middle, Roger Makaza and Shahrukh Dar. He can certainly get the run rate going in a hurry. But this period, this bowler is bowling rather well. You need to look at scoring about 7 to 8, and then you can do that easily with singles and putting the loose ball away. You can score 8 to 9 runs risk-free. And later, if you have wickets in hand, then you can really accelerate.
Exactly.
There you go, Shahrukh Dar swinging and going for it. Top edge, 4 runs. The Crescents wouldn't mind that at all. He's sent there to do exactly this, score runs. I mean, it's really important that in a T20, one of the top 3 or top 4 batsmen go on and make a big score. And then that really allows for the score to go north of 170 to 180. If you keep losing wickets regularly, then it becomes really difficult.
Oh, yes.
That's a wonderful bit of timing. Shahrukh Dah leaning into the shot, literally with all his weight.
Yes, his weight is slightly lighter than a bull at the moment.
He found the middle of that willow, the ball raised away. Excellent shot, he found the gap as well. I mean, if they do play deep into the innings, then both these batsmen, Roger Mukaza and Shahrukh Dah, they are capable of scoring big runs. And I think Roger Mukaza would be looking to bat deep into the innings, where the rest of them bat around. I mean, I remember you scoring a 27 ball 100 with 5 dot balls, 106 not out, so it is possible.
Oh, it is possible, Jamal. It is possible. I do remember Shahrukh Dah's father, Tafseer Dar. He was also a first-class cricketer and played from Agriculture Bank of Pakistan. And he was such an amazing cricketer. And he was a rock-hard, batsman. And with a joke, we used to tell him that, okay, when you hit the short ball, always cry. And I think that Shah Rukh Khan is not there, but I believe that, if he follows his father playing style, he can be a good batsman.
Yes, we have seen glimpses of that DNA in Shahrukh Dah, especially in the previous game. He hit some balls a very long way, so now we know where it comes from. His father being an accomplished first-class cricketer in Pakistan. The Crescents 16 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 3 overs. Ahan Achar continues from the Serangoon Road end. That's a good bit of wicket keeping. The youngster standing up, showing his glove work, and this is really when you can judge a good wicket keeper. His glove work when he's standing up, kept low, kept his eyes on the ball. He looks a good prospect. Slight misfield there. Allow Shahrukh Dah to get away. Aditya Rangaswamy, he wouldn't be too happy with that.
Shahrukh Dah running between the wicket exactly in the middle of the center of the pitch. He's running. I think he should get warning from umpire.
Roger Mukaza drills that one to long off. Yes, I think Shahrukh knows that there are few spinners in his Crescents camp as well. Oh, he's very lucky. Missed stumping chance there. Unsighted by the advancing batsman. It was a very good delivery. Ahan Achar beats everyone. Crescents will bank the 4 runs. It's not very easy to just dance down the wicket and hit this young man. He's bowling a brilliant line and length and demonstrating excellent control, especially bowling in the power play overs. I'm really pleased to watch this. Ball slightly drifting down the leg stump. The wicket-keeper's position giving it away. But he too joins in on the appeal. Why not? Geez, this really looks like a beautiful wicket to bat on. The crowd is slowly gathering to build here at the Indian Association. That's a very good delivery. Bowling it slightly quicker.
Very smart bowling, very smart bowling. And I do remember, Chamal, from Nepal, there is one bowler, his name is Shakti, left arm spinner. His body language is exactly like Ahan, very casual. But when they bowl, they bowl on the money. They don't give you the room. They don't get you overcome on them. I believe that, when I see bowling Ahan, so same bowler is remind me the Shakti from Nepal, such a legend bowler.
Short, asking to be punished. Roger Mukasa helps himself. Aditya Rangasamy needs to understand the length to be bowling on this wicket. And especially when he pitches it up with the new ball, he's getting that late swing. I don't understand why he decided to dig that one in short. Really helped the batsman. And Roger Mukasa thankfully accepting that gift. He's been in good form, the Ugandan international. That was close. Charuk Da wandering down the track. Takes a bit of time to turn around the A380. Almost got in time.
This is the right area to bowl, Chamal. You see, bowlers need to understand on this kind of pitch they cannot bowl short. If they need to bowl short, they need to, bowl really, really sharp. With this pace, you need to bowl in 3 stumps and slightly away from the good length area. You need to give time to the ball after the bounce, so it can show that in swing or out swing, which is, at the end of the day, the swing is the survival on this kind of pitch.
Yes, I think this will be a great learning experience for all the international players as well, joining in this tournament from the associate nations, be it Uganda, Botswana, Zimbabwe. That should be a wide. It's the first real extra conceded by the bowler. It's something that Aditya Rangasamy has been guilty of, bowling too many wides and no balls. That has added to the headaches of the Stars.
Yes.
It's a much better delivery. Shahrukh Da
Unplugged.
tumbling back in. Makes his ground and a dent in the surface.
I don't understand that why he dive where he's holding the bat in his hand and he can roll the bat.
Yes, he would have almost made the Pakistani Olympic diving team there.
Yeah, maybe he want to stop the ball, Chamal.
He's an absolute fun-loving character, both on and off the pitch. A very popular man in his team.
Very popular. He's very popular among coaches as well.
Yes. Late to mid-off. Single scampered through. There seems to be a change in keeping personnel. Looks like they're going to be entrusting the keeping pads to Sithit Shinde.
Yeah, Shinde is a good keeper.
No, he's not. He's a good batsman, he's a good fielder, he's a rubbish keeper. But maybe he'll prove me wrong today.
Yeah, then it's great fun, I really want to see him doing well to prove you wrong.
Yeah, what he is an absolute wonderful guy, both on and off the park. Shinde,
Such a lovely guy.
elegant right-hand batsman, very good fielder. He has told me that he did bowl at some point in time. I do not have any evidence of that fact.
Chamal, I do remember one game, World Cup qualifying round, we were playing in IA against Italy. And Kshitij was our keeper. And you know, sometimes keeper can have bad day. I think on that time, that day was a bad day for Kshitij. You know, with the gloves, he dropped near about 5-6 catches, and you know, this is too much. And you know, one thing, what he did, you know, when he came for the batting, and he won match for Singapore. You know, him and Chaminda, their partnership was so big. And you know, end of the day, we won the game and we qualified.
Yusuf Aslam starting from the Serangoon Road end and greeted to the bowling with a boundary there. Roger Mukasa straight away getting on top of that delivery, not allowing the spinner to settle. Yes, I remember when he came to Singapore as well, he had a lot of time to play the shots and he was very strong, both square and straight of the wicket to the Chinde. That's a magnificent delivery and a magnificent hit. That one went flat and straight. Roger Mukasa has decided he's not going to allow the spinners to settle. He's taken the attack straight away to him. It's interesting to see how young Yusuf Aslam reacts to this. As an off spinner on this type of batting tracks against this type of batsman, you can't afford to flight the ball at such gentle pace. You need to bowl a bit into the surface.
And also, Chamal, there is no warm-up ball when you are playing the match. This warm-up and everything you have to do before you're going to bowl, you know. Very sharp.
That was a much better delivery. Yes, I think the Stars decided between the two keepers, Shinde is the better keeper. Let's get the gloves to him. The previous two deliveries have been much better by Yusuf. Roger Mukasa having scored 10 runs off the first two deliveries would be looking to rotate at least a single.
Oh yes, you see.
It's a very good comeback. 4 dot balls after being put away for 2 boundaries, and one being a 6. At the end of 6 overs, Crescents 38 for the loss of 1. Stars will be pleased with this.
Chamal, you can see that the standard of the umpiring also is growing. You can see that Jadeja, you know, Jadeja, he's upcoming umpire, and Manikandan, they both are officiating this game today. And they both had very good session with Simon Toffel. Simon Toffel was here in Singapore, and we had session with him. And thank you very much for Sarika Bhai and his team. They organize everything nicely, and they had very good session with him.
Yes, a legend in the game, one of the top umpires of all time, Simon Toffel. Would have been a great experience for the Singapore umpires to rub shoulders and learn from this gentleman. Avi Dixit marks his run up from the Balestier Road end. He's been a youngster who's been working a lot on his game lately. He'll be bowling to Shahrukh Dar. And the first ball he strikes. Shahrukh Dar was aiming for the front V, manages a top edge to deep third man, gets caught in the back V. That was a very good catch by Ahanacha. Running a long way, 20 meters to his right. Made it look easy under lights.
Very good catch, Jamal. Actually that area, where Ahan is fielding and he took catch, that area little bit, is little bit dark, that area. Even there was a less light, he took the catch.
Yes, he managed to look straight into the light tower, but he had a good technique, good composure, and made it look very easy. Hallmarks of a very good fielder. Shahrukh would be disappointed. That brings the skipper of the Crescents, Manpreet Singh, to the middle. That'll be good for the Crescents to have the captain out there, with quite a number of overs still remaining in this innings. Another very talented cricketer. Can bat, bowl, wicket keep, field anywhere on the park. Can do it all. Manpreet Singh. And a very fit cricketer. Runs quickly between the wickets. The Crescents will be looking for a partnership now.
Crescent definitely need a partnership if they want to score. Now if you see Jamal, already 6 over gone, and by this run rate, if they are going, we can see that 130 to 140 runs. But T20 is all about 2 over, 3 over. So if you have 1-2 good over, game can change.
Yes, and this is where even like young Avi Dixit can learn. That first ball, he bowled a leg cutter, took the pace off it, and the follow-up ball after a wicket. It's very important that you don't release the pressure. That was a good take down the leg side by Sidhi Chinde. Roger Mukaza guiding it to deep third man. Yusuf Aslam doing the fielding there. Short third. Brings Manpreet Singh onto the strike. Now that the power play overs are finished, the field can spread out. There's a long on, a long off. Deep third man and a sweeper. And a deep square leg. These are the fielders patrolling the boundary. And you have the regulation 4 men inside the 30 yards at short fine leg, short mid wicket, extra cover and backward point. Avi Dixit really testing the wicket keeping skills of Sithij.
And Kshitij passed this test.
Absolutely.
Jamal, the body language of Manpreet is very positive today. I can sense that, he is going to show us a good cricket today.
Yes, what Avi Dixit has done is help the new batsman settle down by bowling 3 wides at him. This is not very intelligent bowling. You don't need to do any favors to a cricketer like Manpreet Singh. He will capitalize on this. He's got shots all around the dial. He runs hard between the wickets. Has a good cricketing brain. You need to be on the money to him. That's a beautiful shot. Just helped it on its way. Backward of point. Collects 2 runs. I like the way he sort of eases into the innings and doesn't allow too many dot balls, and always he manages to manipulate the field and get the bowlers to bowl in his areas and then puts them away. That's a sign of a good batsman.
He is very light on his feet, Jamal.
For any youngster watching this telecast, you can see taking the first run hard, and after completing the run he's always alert and watching whether there's chance for an overthrow, always looking to take an extra run for the team. And he also runs hard for his partner's runs. This is very important as well. Roger Mukaza throws his wicket away, literally. He'll be very disappointed with that shot. Did not need to do that.
Avi is very lucky today, you know, one wicket, then couple of singles, then wide, then one wicket again.
Yes, this is actually completely due to the brain fade of the batsman. Went down the wicket, just threw his bat at it, feet nowhere near it, gets an inside edge, gets clean bowled. He'll be disappointed.
It is very important for a batsman to value his wicket. You know, if he can add value, you know, until he's on the pitch, in the crease, he can add value for the team. When he get out, he's get out. All right, and I think that this is a good learning for all the players, that they you know, when they can go back home and when they are in the bed or watching or eating food, they can watch the game, that what they have done, so they can rewind and they can watch again and again, and they can talk with their coach. And you just see that Avi, he was bowling down the leg. You know, simple, he need to pitch in right area, ball is coming inside, in swing. So he just need to pitch in right area. So I think that when he go back home, he can watch and he can talk with the coach and he can correct this problem. So this is the beauty of having Sportigo on the board.
Absolutely. These beautiful pictures brought to you live by Dharmichan and his team. Sportigo Live. Karthik Subramaniam walks into the centre. Good young cricketer. He too is very aggressive between the wickets. At the end of 7 overs, Crescents 45 for the loss of 3 wickets. These two batsmen, they'll be looking to put in a partnership. The Crescents badly need one if they are to get a competitive total on the board. Still 78 deliveries left in this game, and in a T20, that's a long way to go. Both these batsmen capable of playing shots around the wicket and also clearing the boundary when required. So they should look to knock it around and collect the boundaries as well. Later on, they can accelerate. Yes, David Dixit will be very pleased with the outcome of that over, collecting 2 wickets. He's been putting in a lot of hard work, working those extra hours in the hot sun with coach Bilal Azad on his bowling and on his variations. Yusuf Aslam continues from the Serangoon Road end. And he's struck. That's a big wicket. Manpreet Singh going for the sweep shot. He might feel a bit unlucky, but he's a judged LBW. That looked like it was going down the leg side. But the man that matters seemed to have thought otherwise. Crescents are well and truly in trouble here, having lost 4 wickets for 45. Stars wouldn't mind this at all. Here's the replay. From front on would be better. Here we go. You can see where the legs stump is, and you can see where the keeper was standing. But it certainly was a excellent appeal. But I think it's more the shot that Manpreet played. That would have convinced the umpire that would have gone on to hit the leg stump. That was a big wicket. That brings young Ananta Krishna to the crease. More than capable with the willow in hand. Can certainly hit the big shots. But today, he will require to play an innings of substance for the Crescents. Let's see how he handles this situation. It's a very good first delivery. Played cautiously. Two brand new batsmen at the crease.
No run, there's a dive. Yo, brilliant, good. Good boys,
Very good bit of fielding there. Reza Ghaznavi throwing himself to his left, making sure he keeps the batsman on strike. Doesn't allow him an easy single to get off the mark. On that occasion, Ananta Krishna dances down the crease and hits the marker at long on. Powerfully built young man. He should look to bat deep into this innings. He can certainly put the runs when it matters later on. Karthik Subramaniam, he's a fighter. He'll be up for this task.
One.
Scooted away to deep backward square leg. Looks like young Siddhant Singh, deep backward square leg, doing the fielding. At the end of 8 overs, Crescents 47 for the loss of 4 wickets. Stars using 4 bowlers. Continuing with Avi Dixit from the Balestier Road end. He'll be bowling to Karthik Subramaniam. It'll be interesting to see how the Crescents can resurrect this innings and try and make it to a competitive score from here. Seem to be some disturbance at the side screen. That was a poor delivery, full wide, asking to be punished. Karthik Subramaniam says, "Thank you very much. I'll deposit you to the cover boundary." 4 runs. Skipper Reza Ghaznavi having a word to his bowler. I'm sure he's underscoring the importance of being consistent. The Crescents, they would certainly want a bit more than the projected score of 124 at this moment. That's another easy single conceded. The Stars need to be vigilant not to allow the momentum that they have captured to slip through easily. These 2 batsmen cannot be underestimated. I'd like to give a big thanks to all our sponsors: Mariners Cricket Club, KTP Exports Private Limited, and Synergy Physiotherapy and Sports. They have been great supporters of this Mariners EPS and the game of cricket in Singapore.
So leg stump, half stump, 4 to go.
Ananta Krishna on strike to Avi Dixit. Has a go at that ball outside the off stump. Misses. Ananta needs to understand his role. He's in the middle with more than half the innings still remaining. He'll have to adjust his batting style accordingly. It's a good bit of fielding there. Yang Ahan Nacha. Oh. That's a much better delivery. Avi Dixit. At times, Sadbhai, he seems to almost be trying too hard. Then he sends the wides, the full tosses. Or when he just relaxes and bowls, the ball tends to go much more naturally in the right areas.
Yes, Jamal, maybe before he was trying to bowl very fast, or he was trying to do something extra.
It's a good shot. Drilled to sweep a cover for a single by Ananta. At the end of 9 overs, Crescents 53 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Ananta is such a strong batsman, Jamal. If anything coming out, anything coming out from the middle of his bat, I tell you, it is definitely going to go far. You know, he's very strong. He just go with the flow.
He has very good hand speed through the ball, but he needs to understand that still a long way left in this innings, and also needs to understand it's an opportunity for him to showcase what he can do with the bat as well.
Yes.
That's very good running by Karthik Subramaniam, called Ananta through, running to the danger end. That's one thing that I really like about this young man's batting. He runs hard between the wickets. And he doesn't keep the scoreboard quiet, always ensures it keeps turning around. There you go, single to long on.
Very well played.
But he needs to be conscious his batting partner is not the most brisk between wickets.
Yes.
And this is also an important part of running between the wickets, is understanding your partner. And that's a very good delivery by Yusuf Aslam. Beats the outside edge. This is very good bowling. There's 2 fielders strategically placed at a wide long on and a straight mid-wicket position when Ananta Krishna is batting. It's one of his favorite areas. So good bit of captaincy. Good research done.
No.
That's a good call.
Now you see Yusuf is bowling in the right area. What happened in his first over, first ball, second ball, third ball, because there's no warm-up ball, they need to understand. Now he's bowling in right area. Very good chase by Arjun Mutarja.
Yes, absolutely spot on. No room for warm-up deliveries when you play higher level of cricket. You'll be punished. At the end of 10 overs, Crescents 58 for the loss of 4 wickets. I think these two need to bat to the next 5 overs, assess the situation and then take it from there. There's not much batting left in the hut. After this, there's James Cox and the young under-19s. It looks like young Siddhant Singh marking his run-up from the Balestier Road end. Reza Ghaznavi, the skipper, making sure he's keeping the batsman guessing all the time, changing his bowlers around, not allowing them to settle into any sort of rhythm.
Having two fielder down there towards the long on, and especially when Ananta was batting, that was a very good thinking, and the ball went straight away down there. Very well done.
That's a very good shot. Ananta Krishna hoisting Siddhant Singh over deep mid-wicket effortlessly. This is raw power.
I said you, Jamal, that anything coming out from Ananta bat is going to be a boundary.
And the pace is only helping. Oh dear. Ananta Krishna pulling out at the last moment. Seems to be a distraction behind the bowler's arm.
Yeah, maybe mosquito came in front of him, right? That's why. Somebody was trying to cross.
Yes, speaking about captains and field placings, there was an interesting story about how the former great English captain Douglas Jardine set a trap to get Sir Don Bradman out. Those days they played, I'll tell you after this delivery. He's got him. Siddhant Singh straight away striking. Ananta Krishna throwing his bat at that wide delivery, only managing an outside edge. He will take the long walk back to the pavilion. He'll be disappointed. That delivery really should have been put away to the boundary. The lack of footwork not aiding the shot. He was relying a bit too much on power.
Jamal, can you guess that how many runs they are going to score?
I think they're 5 down in the 10th over for 62. 10 overs still remaining. That's another 60 deliveries. At runner ball, they should get 120. But I don't think the Stars will allow for them to bat the entire 20 overs if they can have it their way. I think from where they are now, they should look to get to at least 120. Looks like young Vinit Mehta making it to the center. It's a very good opportunity for this youngster. They need to grab it with both hands. It's going back to the story about Douglas Jardine and Don Bradman. They managed to get Sir Don Bradman out caught hooking once before the end of World War II and then once at the end of World War II. It's because Douglas Jardine remembered exactly where to place the deep square leg. So captains tend to have memories like elephants.
So next time, 4 to go. Go boys, saving one.
That's a very good first delivery. Siddhant Singh. He is
Today he's cruising.
a very fun-loving, easy-going youngster. But when he's inside the park, he's a very competitive young man. Whether with ball in hand or bat in hand, always wants to do something for his team. Slightly drifting on the pads. Vineet Mehta easily plays it away to deep fine leg. He batted beautifully the other day, young Siddhant Singh. In particular, treating Tafara Chingwara harshly. The flat batted pull for 6 and a wonderfully lofted straight drive for 6. Karthik Subramanian down to 10. The Crescents hope will rest on the shoulders of Karthik Subramanian to guide this innings through. The intelligent cricketer, I'm sure he'll be talking to the young man at the other end, trying to stitch together a partnership somehow. The Crimsons, they'll be keeping an eye on this match. Wonderful delivery. Siddhant Singh goes straight through the defences of Vineet Mehta. Castles him with an excellent in-swinging Yorker. This is very intelligent bowling. That 120 is looking a long, long way away.
Yes, Jamal, I think that, you know.
They'll take 80.
Yes. I think if they can cross 100, then will be great. I don't know what was the approach they adopt today to bat. From the first ball, they were looking on out of track. Only one batsman, one or two batsmen, they were a little bit in proper shape.
James Cox walks into the middle. The Englishman from Nottinghamshire. Very lively young character. Let's see what he can do for his team today.
You come here. What?
Seems to be carrying a very interesting looking piece of willow. Something similar to Aditya Rangaswamy's. It might even be that he dug into Aditya's bag and picked out the piece of willow. Fast bowlers are not known to carry too many bats around.
Oh, one.
Ahan Acha back into the attack from the Serangoon Road end. Bowled a brilliant first spell. Conceded only 4 runs. Picked up the wicket of Shahrukh Da, I believe. Or was it Roger Mukaza?
You see, Jamal, Amjad is really working hard. We're really working hard. You know, he's cycling, and you can see Amjad. He's cruising at the moment.
Yes. Amjad told me he's practicing for the next leg of the Tour de France.
Keep it up, Amjad. Come on, Amjad.
Singapore opening bowler. Wily cricketer. Whenever he's not playing, he's in the gym working on his fitness. It's excellent to see. Senior cricketer. Showing the example to the youngsters. It's a good bit of cricket there by James Cox, getting a single. Getting Karthik Subramaniam back on strike.
Catch him. 1-1-1.
There are many stories of fast bowlers digging into the bags of batsmen and collecting bats. One was of Dale Steyn. He used to always borrow a bat from Jack Kallis. It's a very good delivery. Hanacha bowling brilliantly. That's a very good bit of wicket keeping there as well. Asiti Chinde staying low. James Cox looks like he's all out at sea against the left arm orthodox of Ahanacha. That bat needs to be slightly wider.
Typical Englishman batting.
I'm sure he nicked Aditya Rangaswamy's bat.
Yeah. Wow, here we go.
Back up, back up. I was that.
There you go. Bowlers attempting a sweep. Ball going to short third man. He really foxed the field at slip. Ardun Muteja going the other way.
Kshitij was looking other way and batsman was running other way. I tell you, that was such a beautiful show. Dharmi sir, can we have replay?
There's never a dull moment when James Cox is in the centre
Yeah.
or in the think of action. There you go. Scampers through for a single at the end of 12 overs.
And
Crescents.
Yusuf as usual throwing
Sancha.
throwing the ball like a grenade.
Slightly.
Yeah, he really lets them loose.
So Sancha.
Crescent 68 for the loss of 6 wickets. There you go. Siddhant Singh continues from the Balestier Road end. He stuck to that line and length outside the off stump. Paid dividends for him the previous over, where he picked up the wicket of Ananta Krishna. Then he bowled a beautiful in-swinging Yorker. One of the few I've seen in this EPS. Such an effective delivery. Big thanks to all our sponsors. Mariners Cricket Club. KTP Exports Private Limited. And Synergy Physiotherapy and Sports. And I'm joined by my partner in crime, Hayden. Welcome to the Combox again. Good evening.
Yeah, it's a nice day. Really nice night tonight. Siddhant Singh bowling really well today. It's wide and short and dabs straight to the keeper. Bit of a dodgy shot from James Cox there.
You almost put the mockers on him. He was bowling rather well. So I see that you're very regularly in training these days and spending a lot of time in the nets and also after training, working out by yourself. What is the preparation for?
The preparations for the Under-19 Cricket World Cup qualifiers, the regional one for Asia. So if we win that, we go to the World Cup, and that'll be, oh, it's a brilliant delivery from Siddhant. It's just ripped past his outside edge. James has no idea what's happened there. You look at his face, he's just perplexed. Yeah, it's just a beauty.
He has a good leg cutter, hold his fingers over. Also got some good bounce bending his back.
Yeah, back to what we said before, it's a really important tournament coming up. It's 50 overs against Nepal, UAE, Malaysia, Kuwait, and Oman, and and basically if we get through and win all the matches, it's a decent shot from Cox, and it's hit straight to long on for one. Yeah, if we get to the World Cup, that'll just be amazing. Yeah, so all the training, all the preparations leading up to that, to make sure we can like give everything to it and try to get there.
So how is the focus been on your fitness, apart from the skills training? How has the experience been there?
Yeah, fitness is really important in the 50 over format. You can't last about 4 matches in a week, 4 to 5 matches in a week. It's a nice shot, well guided by Karthik for 2. That's really good running between the wickets. Not such a good throw, but good running in the end. Yeah, fitness is really important in this aspect of the game, because we have 4 to 5 matches in the space of about 8 or 9 days. And to keep up that level of fitness, to keep up a good level of performance for an entire day constantly is something that's really important if you want to compete well. And fitness is really important, because you can be a good player, but if you're not fit, there's no way you can succeed in that level.
Crescents 71 for the loss of 6 wickets at the end of 13 overs. We're slowly getting towards the business end of this innings.
Yeah, Han back into the attack here. That's really good economy there by Han, bowling really well today.
Catch him! Easy, yes.
Hit straight down the ground, and it's a catch straight to long on. And James Cox is out for 3. Yeah, it was a bit of a wild sweep by him. Not really placing it where he wanted. He wanted to hit a bit more square in the gap. There were no fielders there. A bit more behind square, I guess, but ended up kind of spooning it straight to long.
Yes, not very intelligent cricket. Should be hanging around there with Karthik Subramaniam still at the crease.
Yeah.
It's important to have wickets in hand.
If you notice, James's bat looks a bit like a paddle today.
Yes, I think he's nicked Aditya Rangaswamy's mongoose. Bowlers tend to do that. Just sharing a while ago that the great Dale Steyn used to always pick bats from Jack Cullis' bag. They both used Schlesinger. Charles Weisver, the Ugandan national, comes to the centre. It's not be such a bad thing. It's an intelligent, experienced cricketer. Let's see whether Karthik Subramaniam can find an able partner in Charles Weisver.
Yeah, with the Crescents already in the final, they can afford to just try to give as much batting experience as possible to the tail end batsmen in preparation for the final, because in the final you don't want to collapse and for the tail end not to be able to back it up and score some hefty runs, because Karthik's still in there, he's still batting, and if the tail can practice sticking around, it'll be really really handy for the final.
That's a very good shot. Karthik Subramaniam finds the marker at wide long off. Yes, and I understand that most of these under-19 qualifier games will be day games. So you'll be playing in hot, humid conditions in Malaysia.
Yeah. We have some practice matches next week as well to try to simulate those conditions. That'll be a real help for the tournament. Oh, it's a really good delivery. Seems to be pitching outside the leg a little bit. It's a beautiful delivery, well flighted. A little bit of turn. Have a look at the replay. Oh, that looked out. Might have been a little bit high.
Ahan Nacher can consider himself rather unlucky. But the keeper didn't do himself any favors by going down the leg side, indicating to the umpire that the ball would have continued.
You didn't finish the story about the rabbit and the tortoise the other day. It's a good ball by Han.
Now which one was that? I think I was in the com box with Charles Weisver.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the replay here. Ahan Nachar's previous delivery.
Might have been going slightly down leg, a bit high maybe because of the bounce of the pitch. But looks like it could have been clipping top of leg.
Yes, Reza.
Yes.
In the end,
The man that matters has adjudicated not out. And we'll take that as the final call. But he's been bowling a very, very good spell here into his last over.
it's well played by Karthik. And it's tapped away for a single.
He retains the strike.
Yeah. It's the end of the 14th over. It's 7 for 74. Yeah, not much there in the scorecard. Decent batting by Roger Masaka, 20 off 24. But besides that, besides from Karthik and Roger, not really much contribution from the bat.
Yes, it's been a disciplined display by the Stars today, only using 5 bowlers. Reza Ghaznavi backing the men to do a job for him. They have responded well by getting the Stars into a strong position, capturing 7 wickets of the Crescents, not allowing them at any stage to break free. Avi Dixit continues from the Balestier Road end.
Oh, it's wide, it's full, and it's gone for 4. It's a really nice shot from Karthik. Just, it's a bad ball, and he just put it away.
Yes, literally dispatched.
He just throws his hands at it and picks the gap. Really played, really well played.
This is one area where Avi Dixit needs to be a bit more conscious. Seems to be conceding either a boundary ball or a few extras every over. And against better batsmen, they will always put it away.
Pretty expensive with 2 for 17, but taking 2 good wickets here. Oh, it's a beautiful delivery. That's the ball he needs to bowl. And it's just squared him up, seamed away a little bit, and he had no idea what was going on there. Beautiful seam position too. You look at the wrist, just coming straight down on the ball.
Yes, he's been another player that has been putting in a lot of effort, working hard on his fitness and on his bowling skills, together with coach Bilal Asad.
Yeah, he's been working a lot on his bowling jump, if you have a look. He used to run in and not really jump, but you can see he's worked on jumping high in the crease and getting as much bounce and as much carry as he can from his action, because he's got the height and he's been working on his jump, and it looks like it's really paying off here.
Speaking of jumps, I had once the opportunity to speak to the great Joel Garner, who was 6'11" to begin with. And when he raised his hands, the height was at about 13 feet.
Short, that's wide, that's dispatched, but only for a single. It's a nice shot and actually good field placement in the end.
And then when you added his jump, he was coming at you from well over 15 feet. And that was not easy playing him. So he was able to extract sharp bounds even from just what we call today a 6-meter length or back of a length.
Yeah, and at 150 kilometers an hour too.
Actually, Big Bird Joel Garner was the slowest of the famous West Indian bowling quartet, and he was nicknamed the spinner by his captain Clive Lloyd because he was the slowest of the lot. When you compare Andy Roberts, Michael Holding and Malcolm Marshall, they were well above 150. So Joel Garner was the spinner and he was 145 plus.
It's edged onto his pad for a dot ball.
Charles Weiss were here doing the right thing, hanging in there, looking to bat for his partner, making sure that the Crescents utilize the entire 20 overs. Because in a T20 game, it's a crime not to use the entire quarter, or for that matter in any limited overs competition.
It looks like they're trying to give as much practice as possible to the batsmen, because there's no point just wasting another 5 overs of batting, because it's not a win-win. It's not a winning situation for the Crescents. They can't really win from here, but the best thing they can do is to get as much experience as possible so they can win in the final.
I wouldn't write them off completely, young man. Anything could happen.
It could. We'll see.
Yes, the Stars at the moment are on top certainly. And that's something they have to learn also when they're on top, to make sure that they close games out. Because in the past they have been in this very EPS on a few occasions on top, and they've absolutely thrown the game away.
Oh, it's a nice ball, a bit short.
Be looking
And-
for two.
Oh, it's really good running. That's brilliant running.
And Karthik Subramaniam there making one mistake, wasn't turning around and being aware. Look at the overthrow, but between the wickets it was very good running. Now it's going to be Charles Weiss on strike.
Yeah, good figures there from Han. Just really held him back there.
Looks like Yusuf Aslam will be continuing from the Serangoon Road end. Young off spinner. Good field as well. Charles Weisfer. This is good captaincy. Slip in, looking for the wicket.
Oh, he's reversed it. It's gone for four. That's a unique way to pull off a boundary there, but he's done it in an unorthodox way.
Yes, 4-leg buys. The Crescents will take them no matter how they come at this moment.
Come on, boys, come on.
We are back live. And at the end of 16 overs, Crescents 90 for the loss of 8 wickets. Good quick running between the wickets.
Yeah, it was well punched.
Yeah, come in. Aditya Malik, draw.
Yeah, Yash on strike now. Just got selected for the under-19 tour as well.
4 to go.
Plays the cover drive really well, so it looks like they placed the sweeper back there to prevent him from getting boundaries.
Yash Agrawal. Great opportunity for the youngster here.
Yeah, let's see what he can do. Oh. Oh, that's bad calling between the wickets, but they get away with it in the end.
Yes, he was a ball watching, but good thing he responded. But had that been a direct hit, he would have been gone. Sithit Shinde having a good look at all 3 stumps and manages to miss it from 21 meters. He did all the right things until he threw it.
Nearly got there. Oh, that was close. Oh, it's well played by Karthik. It's good running between the wickets.
And then an overthrow.
Captain a bit annoyed there.
This is where the Stars tend to throw their momentum away at times. They are not very tidy. Bit of sloppy fielding, a bit of sloppy backing up, conceding additional runs unnecessarily.
Yeah, he needs to get some boundaries now. Only 3 overs left.
Good short ball. Siddhant Singh intelligently using it as a dot ball option.
Batsman, one for the over.
Yeah, with the bounce of the wicket that's come over the last few matches, the wicket's dried up, there's been less rain. It's just become a really good batting wicket, but over the last few matches, it seems to have cracked up a little bit, and seems to be bouncing a little bit more. It seems to give a bit more to the fast bowlers here. But that one was just a cover drive. It was just an offside half volley. There's not much you can do. There's not much the pitch can help you do with that. It's well played.
At the end of 17 overs, Crescents 96 for the loss of 8.
Yeah, the final coming up on Thursday. You should come down and watch the match. It's a really great final. It's been a month of intense, hard cricket. You know, there's great food here. There's ice cream. There's lots of really delicious food here. Some nice drinks. And if basically anyone that's interested in coming, anyone that wants to just watch a bit of really hard, good cricket, should come down on Thursday.
Yes, Aditya Rangaswamy, as we speak, coming back from the Serangoon Road end. Yes, there's a small crowd here built up, enjoying their cold brews, having some lovely Indian food, and even an ice cream or two.
Adi in for his final over here. Oh, he's bowling like a bull there. That's a brilliant ball. It's just curved in, shaped away slightly at the last minute, and there's nothing Yash can do about that.
Yes, I think he managed to keep it out well. Karthik Subramaniam giving a word of encouragement and advice to the youngster.
Yeah, I think they're just going to pitch it on the stumps here. They want wickets, they want to wrap this up quickly, and he's just going to keep it on the off-stump line, because if the batsman makes a mistake, that's it for him. Oh, it's a nice slower ball from India. Good smart bowling there.
And tell us a little bit about this young man, Yash Agrawal. What's his game like?
He has a really good cover drive game. So when the ball's pitched up, when it's full, he has the ability to be able to hammer it to the boundary. So I think the best idea for the bowler to do, and he actually tends to like to, give me a second, let me just, oh, it's stayed a little bit low, nearly hit the stumps. In the end, it's not out. He generally likes to guide it down for single, so he's a bit of a cute player, I guess. When the ball's outside off, he generally likes to either cover drive it really nicely through the covers, or he likes to guide it down. And I think that might be a weakness they might want to exploit, because if they aim about off stump, good length, seaming away a little bit, swinging away a little bit, shaping away a little bit, there's a tendency that he might try to guide it to take a single. And he's just cleaned him up.
That's a very intelligent bit of bowling by Aditya Rangaswamy. Enjoying himself, doing the swagger dance.
Yeah, it's an awesome celebration there. Something I haven't seen before.
Yes, even in these late stages, there's cause for celebration for Aditya Rangaswamy.
Ishan Mukherjee in now to bat. He's been sitting out for the last 2 games, but finally he's in for a match. He's a really athletic player, great fielder. And let's see what he can do with the bat here.
Yes, he has a job to do for the Crescents. Still a bit more than 2 overs remaining. And if he can only manage to get Karthik Subramaniam on strike. And that's why it was so important in that previous over for Kartik to retain the strike. These are the little nuances and the points that differentiate extremely vigilant cricketers and those that are not so extremely vigilant.
Two balls left for Ishan Mukherjee to face here.
Leg.
Just got to see it out. There's only one wicket left in the innings.
Yes, you really have to back your skills. You're in the side as an under 19. You've been practicing hard in preparation for your upcoming tournament. And now you have a chance and an opportunity to showcase your skills.
Yeah, I think the best bet for him here is actually to come down the track, because just sit in a minute. Oh, it's a beauty. Scores him up. Doesn't know much about it. The ball is a bit frustrated there. Aditya Raganswamy, that's great bowling.
As he's beaten him for pace and movement off the track. Aditya should just look to bowl a in-swinging Yorker and put young Mukherjee out of his misery. But Mukherjee needs to put his head down and make sure he survives this delivery, because there's 2 overs left after this.
The nets when he was facing James Cox and Tafara, the way he managed to cope with them was to come down the track, and he's done that now. That's really well played. Yeah, he avoids the LBW, he avoids the ball by coming down the track, so if he misses it, it's likely to either bounce over the stumps or hit him on the pad, and he's done really well there. He's covered the ball, he's got far enough in front so he can't get LBW, and then really well played.
Yes, I think this is the important thing when you're in the middle, when you're in an uncomfortable situation. Your ability to compose yourself, hold your nerve, and figure out a plan how you are going to come out of that situation. That's what really defines good cricketers. And the higher the level of cricket that you play, the more important that it is you can think on your feet. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the opportunity to come down here on Thursday for the grand final between the Crimsons and the Crescents. Siddhant Singh.
It's slogged out to long on. They're looking for 2, but they turn it down. So Ishan's got 5 balls to face.
Here's Arjun Muteja doing the fielding there at long on. He was in a few steps. And that's good thinking, because he doesn't want to concede the second run, even though it's a short boundary straight here at the IA.
Yeah, they've got to try to get past the 100. There's a psychological boundary between chasing 99 and chasing 100, because the difference between 2 and 3 digits, it doesn't seem much. Oh, that's actually really well played, and he's kept it out, but he's just flicked it straight to mid-wicket. Yeah, but the psychological difference between 99 and 100 is really big. If you're chasing 99, it seems actually a lot less than 100, even though it's just 1 run. 100 seems like you could still mess up, but 99 doesn't.
Yes, there's 10 deliveries remaining in this innings. Mukherjee, young Mukherjee should make sure he faces around 2 of them.
He's standing way outside leg there. He goes for a bit of a wild swipe, and that ends up being a bye down to fine leg.
It's a very intelligent bit of bowling. The same cannot be said about the wicket keeping. Sidhu Chinde manages to get Kartik Subramaniam back on strike. The Crescents wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah, it looks like Siddhant surprised everyone with that slow ball. Cut a lot, beat the batsman, beat the keeper, but ends up giving a free run.
Yes, the wicket now is certainly conducive to cutters. It will give a bit of slow turn later on as well.
Oh, it's well played, and they just take a single. Seems to be trusting Ishan Mukherjee with the strike here. It looks like thinks he's capable of keeping him out and taking a couple good singles.
Yes, Kartik Subramaniam resorting to trust. I think he needs to take more responsibility and make sure he looks to put 1 over or 2 the boundary and then retain the strike.
Well, 99 for 9 here. And that's well played, but it's a dot ball. Confidently played by Ishan.
And also good captaincy to have both your mid-on and mid-off almost up in the 30 yards. Certainly mid-off is up in the circle. And mid-on halfway down.
Yeah, mid-on's trying to entice him to play cross the line a little bit, help him try to get him to hit WW. If he tries to clear, there's not a good chance that he's going to go for 6, so there's a higher chance of getting a catch too, so it's good captaincy.
And Yang Mukherjee seemed to have adopted a stance exposing all his stumps.
Tries to guide it over the keeper, but unsuccessful, and he survives the over. 1 over to go, it's 99 for 9 after 19-0.
And the Crescents would be pleased that Karthik Subramaniam is on strike to take the last over. He should look to face all the deliveries.
Well, a regular fall of wickets there after about 38 runs were scored. Just a regular interval of wickets. They really couldn't keep one end up. Karthik, the only one to stay in with 33.
It has been a very good innings given the context and the regularity with which the Crescents were losing wickets. Karthik Subramaniam playing a lone hand for the Crescents.
Yeah, if they take a really big over off this, they still have a chance.
And Avi Dixit also tends to give a few extras away. Let's see whether he can hold his nerve and bowl a solid last over for the Stars. The Crescents, on the other hand, would like to get 10 to 15 out of this.
It's flicked for just a single, and that's the 100 up.
And the Stars wouldn't mind this at all. A single off the very first delivery, bringing Yang Mukherjee to face 5 deliveries. Let's see whether Avi Dixit can get his radar accurate and hone in on the timber.
Oh, it's a catch, and he's thrown it away. He's hit it straight to mid-on, off.
And this is exactly what we were talking about, that Karthik Subramaniam should have taken the responsibility to play the entire over, because judging by what was on display, he seemed to be very, very, very trusting. But Yang Mukherjee manages to give a simple catch to mid-off.
Looked like they were trying to give a bit of experience to Isham Mukherjee, considering it's the final game. And anyway, they made it to 100. That's 3 figures. That's something to defend.
Yes. Better than being 64 for 6. They would have taken 100 runs at that stage. They have got just that. We will join you shortly for the chase by the Stars.
Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan
Batsman coming in here. Start of the second inning should be a relatively easy chase unless the Crescents bowl extremely well.
Yes, good evening to all our viewers in Singapore and from around the region and the world. Stars coming in to chase 101 for victory. Looks like Arjun Muteja and Reza Ghaznavi opening the innings. The skipper himself promoting himself up the order. He wants to control this chase. It looks like it's going to be James Cox from the Balestier Road end. Or it might even be Shahrukh Dar. Looks like it's going to be Shahrukh Dar sending down the right arm medium fast. You know, actually when he first came down for the EPS, I saw him bowling in the nets and I thought he was bowling at a decent clip. But then he was used predominantly as a batsman or as a pinch hitter in the Crescents camp. They seem to be giving him a go as well with the ball to assess all their options before the grand final.
Yeah, 3 younger players in today as well. Vinimeda, Ishan Mukherjee and Yash Agarwal. And the way they perform will be the key to how the Crescents do today. They're athletic, they're quicker, and if they, really put on a show here, you never know what could happen.
There's a deep third man and a deep backward square leg, the boundary riders. And a heavily fortified cover ring. There seems to be a slip being inserted as we speak. At second slip, looks like Roger Mukaza.
Yeah, it's good captaincy there. You got to be aggressive at this point. You can't defend 101 on this pitch, on this ground. You've got to take wickets, and that's what they're going to try to do. And that's not a very good start. It's gone for four wides. That's a bit of a mishap there.
Yes, that seemed to be going away until it reached Manpreet Singh.
It looked like
swung in late.
Looks like a little bit of the engine oil may have leaked on on the keeping area.
Yes, let's see whether he hit that spot.
It's tight, but it's very loose.
Oh, looks like he may have.
Bowls a heavy ball, Shahrukh Dar. Comes onto the bat a bit quicker than you expect. Strongly built, burly character.
Yeah, well, last match here for the Stars, so you're going to want to make use of it. Another wide, short delivery, but it's just inside the line. And that's a dot ball.
Yes, Reza will be disappointed not having deposited that into the cover fence. Wasn't much footwork. Shahrukh Dar beating the outside edge.
It's a short, it's not quick enough, and it's smashed to the boundary for 4. It's a beautiful shot, well controlled.
Yes, this is not the best length to be bowling to Reza Ghaznavi. He's a good player of the short ball, had all the time in the world. Swung around and deposited it to the long leg boundary for 4.
Yeah, it looks like he just guided it on its way.
All the low CG players, good players of the horizontal bat shots, the cuts, the pulls. Good delivery, quick single scampered through.
It's already 10 runs on the board, they're 1/10 of the way to the target.
Here's both these batsmen. They can play shots all around the wicket and also run well between the wickets. So the Crescents will really have a task cut out for them to defend these 100 runs. I wouldn't be surprised if they'll bring in spin early on.
It's another wide, short delivery. And it's another wide.
Not the ideal start for the Crescents, but they wouldn't be too bothered, having already qualified for the final. Arjun Muteja really selling the umpire the fact that that was a wide.
Standing out of his crease now a little bit. Oh, it's another wide delivery, swinging away. And it's another wide.
Yes, there's a lot of swing on offer. It's just that if Shahrukh Dar can hit the right lines.
I don't think anything can beat James Cox's wide the other day, though. That was a big one.
Yes. This certainly is an experiment.
Oh, and that's a good delivery. It's perfect line, perfect length, and that's exactly what he should have been bowling. It's another good delivery.
Yes, Shahrukh Dar really putting everything behind that delivery.
See if he can put it back. He's back into this one. And that's punched out for a single. And I think the long over is finally up. And yeah.
It's the end of the first over, Stars 13 for the loss of no wickets. Yeah, Shahrukh Dar ensuring that he builds in a few looseners. Big thanks to all our sponsors. Title sponsor Mariners Cricket Club, powered by KDP Exports Private Limited, and Synergy Physiotherapy and Sports, our gold sponsors.
Yeah, Synergy Physiotherapy and Sports have really helped keep a lot of these players on the field with a lot of strained hips, strained ankles, and no general physio that you would go to before. He's worked really well to stand in for all the overseas players like Aditya Rangaswamy, Tafara, Chingwara, and all the other fast bowlers and batsmen that have come from overseas.
It's Karthik Subramaniam from the Serangoon Road end. Manpreet Singh giving all his bowlers a go.
Looks like they're going with medium pace here.
Yes, they seem to be giving some mileage to all their options, making sure there's a good amount of cricket under their belts before the finals. But sometimes the batsmen tend to underestimate the second string bowlers and lose the wicket due to lack of concentration. Karthik Subramaniam, wily character.
Oh, it's nearly a catch. It's punched on the ground. Oh, it's nearly a run out too. That's an exciting first ball from Karthik.
Is not to be underestimated. Chetan Suryavanshi did that the other day against the Stars when the Crescents looked almost down and out with the opening stand of 176 in the 50-over game in the finals. And he came in and bowled off his tricycle and managed to pick a quarter and bowled. And then the Stars were all out for 257. At one point in time, they were headed for a total of more than 300.
He's coming up the track. He's just missed it. It's a little bit short, a little bit wide. Tries to guide it down a third man. Seeing that there's a big gap there. Third man's a little bit wider, but ends up just being a dot.
Yes, he seemed to be defending that ball. It was outside another set of stumps, especially when you're advancing down the wicket. At Karthik Subramaniam's pace, Manpreet Singh might as well even be standing up to the stumps. This is very good bowling. beating the bat regularly. I tell you what, if the Crescents can nip out 2 early wickets here, this game will get very interesting. The Stars, known for their ability to lose wickets in a bundle. Never say never.
Another wide, short one, and tries to do the same, tries to cut it behind point, but it's another dot. It's good bowling actually by Karthik.
There's not much foot movement there. On that occasion, defeated by the lack of pace. Intelligent bowling by Karthik Subramaniam. He's got 2 backward point fielders and a sweeper cover as well. And as we speak, Manpreet Singh comes up to the stumps. This is a good move. This is where Reza needs to be a bit patient. You're only chasing 100 runs. You got 13 runs off the first over. There's no real requirement to take any unnecessary risks.
It's a nice shot, punch for 1 there.
That's a good shot. Charles Weiswer putting the dive out.
Bowler a little bit frustrated, gave away a really economical over and gives just 4 runs, but in the context of this game, it's about a run a ball. The run rate required.
As at the end of 2 overs, the Stars 117 for the loss of no wickets. The Crescents seem to have faith in Shahrukh Dar to bowl his second.
Looks like they're giving opportunities to the bowlers now. With not much pressure on them, they just want to try out all their options so they know what they have before the final. And it's another wide swing delivery.
Yes, with this exaggerated movement, Shahrukh Dar might even consider going around the wicket.
Yeah, with this much movement on offer, if he pitches in the right spot, the batsman is done for. He just hasn't been able to do that so far. And this time it's down leg. And misfielded by the keeper a little bit. But good throw in the end from Van Leg, and it's just a single by 2 wides.
Both teams need to be aware of the fact that you shouldn't allow yourself to waver into a false sense of security here.
It's a no ball.
And this is really silly cricket. This is not good cricket at all. So far, the first 3 overs, the Crescents cannot be happy with this. Shahrukh Dar, clumsy, bowling wides left, right, and now overstepping.
That's it. Conscience. Same position.
Right, let's see. Arjun Mutreja on strike for this free hit.
Oh, that's smashed. This game looks like they want it to end early, and that's gone all the way into Ceylon Sports Club. Looks like it's going to hit the other boundary too.
Yes,
and it's gone for 6 and a 4 on the other ground.
That's a massive hit. It's gone sailing over the palm trees into the horizon. Yes, on that side of the ground. Not in its literal sense.
Well, 25 runs coming from his 1.1 official deliveries.
That must be some sort of record.
And it's punched for a single. And it's another misfield, but they don't take another run.
Aritraditya nearly throwing down the stumps. Good bit of backing up there, ensuring no overthrows conceded. Brings back Reza on strike.
And it's a dot. It's a rare delivery there.
Yes, beat him for bounce, bending his back. James Cox putting in an animated appeal at short cover. He's a character, a man from Nottinghamshire. Never dies wondering. Now that was a very good delivery.
That was a very good delivery indeed. Looks like it just may have been an edge. It's hard to tell from here.
Shahrukh Das certainly feels that he's been hard done by.
Oh, it's a nice shot. It's punched. It looks like it's going for 4. Chased on there by the fielder. Well kept in. They just settled for 2.
Yes, Young Vinit Mehta doing a good job, getting a left hand to it, certainly saving 2 runs for his team. That was a very nice shot. And on drive, placed well.
Anantha, but never mind. Oh, okay. It's gone for a slog. And it's gone. Oh, it's again good fielding from Vinny. It's good athletic fielding, and he saves a few runs. It's over up.
At the end of 3 overs, Stars 33 for the loss of no wickets. Let's have a look at that appeal for a caught behind. That seemed to have climbed from a good length. This seemed to have been the correct decision by the umpire there. Not out.
Yeah, normally a sign when you edge a ball is to look back at the keeper to see if he's caught it. And on that occasion, didn't look like he did.
Back in the days, we used to practice not looking back.
And that's a good slower short ball in the end from Karthik. Batsman unable to pull it away due to lack of pace.
Roger Mukasa there, trying to sell the batsman that there was a misfield. Batsman alert, up to the task.
And apologies to Isha Mukherjee for the good feeling he did earlier, and we call him Vinit.
Big thanks to all our sponsors, Mariners Cricket Club, KTP Exports.
Oh, that's nearly onto the stumps. That's a dot ball there from Karthik. It's a really economical spell here. He's preventing the Stars from finishing off this over.
Here's Karthik Subramaniam doing a very good job for his team and captain. Very intelligent young cricketer, fighter. Takes every match and every occasion seriously and gives 100%. Absolute team man. Arjun Mutreja.
It's well played. Full face to the bat for single.
Charles Weisfer not gathering cleanly at mid-off. These two batsmen very quick between the wickets. Manages an easy single.
Yeah, 10 wides and 3 no balls here. It's been really costly.
Shahrukh Dar the main culprit there. These two batsmen would be looking to score a majority of these runs and ensuring a smooth chase.
It's again well played. Punch through the covers. But it looks like Ishan Mukherjee has restricted it to just one.
This good intelligent cricket. You don't need to do anything extraordinary here. It's a beautiful batting surface. This is a good partnership developing here for the Stars. Arjun Mutreja, skipper Reza Ghaznavi, doing the business for the Stars.
Very well played. That's a quick run between the wickets and nearly hits the stumps. It's good intelligent running by Arjun Reza, not content with just hitting fours, taking the singles on offer too.
At the end of 4 overs, Stars 37 for the loss of no wickets. 11 extras already in that 37. Those are bonus runs gifted, which the Crescents can ill afford to. Looks like there's going to be a change in the bowling. Looks like James Cox.
It looks like it indeed. With the swing on offer, it looks like he can either get a few really crucial wickets here, or he could bowl a couple of the wides he bowled last match.
Yes, he's more effective with the new ball.
Bowler change.
Yeah, he gets good pace and bounce here. He's a threatening bowler. It looks like they've finally gone to their main strike bowlers here.
Yes, and I would even like to see a slip in there. Manpreet Singh.
One thing I've noticed actually from the past few matches in the EPS is that no Yorkers have actually been bowled. And in this form of the game, in T20s and even in ODIs, it's crucial to get it up on the stumps, get it where the batsman can't play it, and on a sticky wicket like this. And that's exactly what I was talking about. That's the ball he needs to be bowling every delivery, because it's just threatening to the batsman that it's quicker, it's not coming off the pitch as quickly because it's pitched up a bit more, and it's got more time to swing. All in all, it's just a harder ball to play for the batsman.
Yes, it's not easy sending down Yorkers. It takes a lot from the bowler as well. And whenever they have been sent down, they have been very effective.
It's good running between the wickets.
Roger Mukaza there, backward point, unable to
Point closer.
contain this pair.
Point closer. The backward point further back, so they can't drop and run. So point on the single.
James Cox there communicating to Manpreet Singh. He wants the point in, cutting the single, and backward point slightly back.
Closer. No single.
Oh, it's a nice shot. It's punched. Oh, it's a quick throw, that. But actually really well backed up by the fielder and nearly creates another run-out opportunity. So that's really good fielding there by the Crescents. Oh, it's
Upishly played away, backward of point.
but falls safe in front of in the middle of the two fielders, and it's a good quick throw by Yash. It's well flicked away. It's good feeling as well by the fielder.
So Vineet Mehta doing a good job there. Stars off to a flyer. 42 for the loss of no wickets. Coming towards the end of the 5th over. It's a very good partnership. Making sure there's no hiccups in this chase.
Again, good running between the wickets. And what appeared to be a good over actually went for 6 runs.
There's Reza running there simultaneously with the shot. Very quick between the wickets. Stars 43 for the loss of none at the end of 5 overs.
To all the viewers out there, if you'd like to ask any questions on the Facebook or basically on Facebook, it would be we'd be delighted to answer them.
Karthik Subramaniam continues from the Serangoon Road end.
Oh, that's just a classy shot, and it's only a single, but so elegantly played. That anyway.
Charles Weisfer doing the fielding at long off. It's very intelligent batting by these two stars openers, Reza Ghaznavi and Arjun Mutreja, doing exactly what the doctor has ordered.
Moves across the stumps and tries to hit it straight, but he hits it straight up in the air. And he's spilled it. James Cox has spilled it. Well, it's a bit unfortunate there. Tried to juggle it on the second try. Nearly had it on the third, but ended up dropping it. That was a massive chance.
As the Crescents would be disappointed that James Cox could not hold on to that one. He made a bit of a meal out of it.
Come on, boys. Be in the game, boys.
At this level, that was a straightforward chance.
Seemed to have judged it a bit too much. Judged it and thought it was being a bit shorter than it actually was, and that's cut away hard. And it's a brilliant diving effort there by Isham Mukherjee. But it's gone for 4. That's hit really firmly. And Ishan's put in everything to stop that, but doesn't get there.
Reza packs a punch. Hit that one like a bullet in front of cover. The sweeper cover field only had 5-6 steps to take. He had no chance. 4 runs.
It's a nice slower ball. And it's a dot.
Bowling Karthik.
Yes,
Great bowling
that
Karthik.
boundary really adding insult to injury. The drop catch, which resulted in a single, bringing Reza on strike. The very next ball goes for 4. It's a tough job being a bowler.
That's sliced away to backward point. But again, just a single.
It's a very good bit of fielding. Looks like Ghulam Murtaza's on the park. Who's that youngster?
30 bhi ja. Great bowling Karthik.
Oh, that's pulled straight down the ground. Bit of a slogging shot, but it was a bit too short and deserved to be hit away. Just brute force there.
The umpire taking evasive action, nearly cleaning him up as well in the process. It's a powerful shot there. Reza Ghaznavi turning it on here. The end of 6 overs. Stars 53 for the loss of no wickets.
It's a good effort there from the fielder.
Charles Weisfer putting in the dive. Was unable to stop that. Was hit like a rocket. James Cox. Can he take a wicket here? This game is quickly getting out of hand for the Crescents.
It's a nice shot. It's driven beautifully during the covers, through the covers for just 2. Bit full, that ball.
As both these batsmen have now got settled into a rhythm. They understand the pace of this wicket. They're timing it really well. Aritra Ditra doing the sweeping duties at the cover boundary. And that's another thing they need to be aware of, which fielders to have in which positions.
Oh, it's well played. Well fielded too. Good diving effort there from the fielder.
Ananta Krishna, the big unit, putting a dive in. Good to see the young man.
Yeah, if they want to have any semblance of winning this, they've really got to take a couple wickets now. Because I've heard of teams losing 8 for 46, but I haven't heard them losing all 10 wickets for 46 runs very often. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yes, and at this level they shouldn't. I can understand at lower grade level cricket if it happens. But when you're playing the Elite Player Series, these players are demanded to set high standards whenever they're chasing or setting a target. So once on top, once you're in control of the game, don't let the opposition have a look in.
Especially on this type of a flat pitch. The batsman shouldn't be giving anything away here. Oh, it's a nice slow delivery. Cuts away from the batsman a little bit, but because of his quick arm action, it was a bit hard to pick for the batsman. And he just throws his hands at it.
It's a good leg cutter there, James Cox. Good execution. Yeah, I remember a very funny game. It's about 10 years back. We were playing a Division 2 match. We only ended up scoring about 119 runs. And going into the drinks break at the end of 20 overs, I'll tell you a bit after this delivery.
It's attempted Yorker, attempted a slower Yorker, but ends up being just a low full toss and it's punched out for 1.
The opposition required 19 runs to win with 20 overs in hand and 9 wickets. They lost all 9 and we ended up winning by 2 runs. Cricket's a funny game, but when you're on the receiving end, it's a bit tough to laugh.
It's well played by the batsman. Looked like he was going to go across the line there, but ends up playing it with the full face of the bat. And it's the end of the 7th over. It's none for 57.
Yes, I wouldn't mind throwing the ball at this occasion to Ananta Krishna. He's the leading wicket taker in this Mariners EPS 2019. Took a 5 for the last time he had an outing. But I think the Crescents, this is part of their wider plan. They want to see how different bowlers perform under different situations. Looks like it's going to be Charles Weisfer from the Serangoon Road end. The Stars, they certainly seem to have no reason to change what they have been doing. These 2 batsmen have been batting extremely intelligently, and they should continue.
Charles Weiser in here to bowl. Intelligent bowler. Bowls a really good slow ball. Looks like he might be trying that here just to take a couple of wickets.
Straight away, work down to fine leg. Shahrukh Dar does the tidying up. This is good intelligent batting. On this wicket, with 2 set batsmen, the Crescents trying everything. Manpreet Singh rotating his bowlers around. He would even don't mind buying a wicket at this moment.
Oh, it's smashed. And that's 4, there's no question about it. Straight in between the 2 fielders, and it's just helped on its way for 4. Short, down leg, and as a good batsman, you have to put that away.
Here's Arjun Mutreja going calypso on that. Rises on 1 leg and swirl pulls it away. 4 runs. Beautiful shot. It's a good batsman, Arjun Mutreja. He's got shots all around the dial. Can't get away bowling rubbish to him.
Yeah, it's good delivery on off stump. It's well played by the batsman. It's just a single.
It's a good bit of fielding there. Ananta Krishna putting in the dive, saving an extra run for his team.
Yeah, last ball of the over. Good over so far from Charles Wisewell. Oh, it's a beauty. Just goes straight past the outside edge on this type of wicket. That's a wicket-taking ball.
Yes, that's where more the bowlers need to be. At the end of 8 overs, Stars cruising 63 for the loss of no wicket. 4 bowlers used thus far. It's a good partnership here. Both batsmen contributing. It
Yeah.
looks like it's going to be spin.
With Ananta Krishna into the attack. Ball's good leg spin, took 5 wickets in a T20 match a few matches earlier. Really good, really intelligent bowling.
Yes, he has a big turning leg break. Strong wrists, able to impart a lot of spin on the ball. And he has a knack of taking wickets. And his captain would ideally like him to take a few. It's been lovely to watch this young man mature, grow up, become an intelligent young cricketer. Still, there are areas in his game which he would like to improve, and he's working on them. He's a good student of the game, always asking questions, working on areas. I think he would like to improve his googly, maybe even develop a faster flipper. Bowled really well the other evening.
Oh, it's a nice shot. Got to the pitch of the ball, and they're looking for 2. That's good running. It's really good running.
It's very intelligent cricket, risk-free cricket by these 2 batsmen. Arjun Mutreja just leaning into it and placing it, making it look effortless.
That's well bowled into the pads. Nothing much the batsman can do except try to slog it over mid-wicket. But even then, it was a little bit full. Looks like the wrong one there. It's clipped away to long one for a single.
Both these batsmen, I'm sure, will be looking to be there at the end of the chase.
It's short, it's fired into the pads, and it's punched out to the sweeper on the boundary for just a single.
I don't mind seeing a slip with 2 right-handers on strike, especially given the fact that Ananta can turn the leg break big. But with only 100 runs on the board, looks like it's a luxury that the Crescents can ill afford at this juncture.
It's again down leg, but this time it's flicked out really well and well fielded by Ishan Mukherjee to keep it to a single. And just 1 ball left in the over. He should try to keep it economical.
Yes, young Ishan Mukherjee looks like he has a good arm as well from the deep.
Yeah, he's fielded really athletically today. And he's got him. That looked absolutely plumb. And just planted his foot in front of the middle stump. And just let the ball do the rest.
And this is the ability that Ananta Krishna possesses. He's always in the wickets whenever he's given an opportunity. Let's have another look at that replay. And this is the replay of the LPW decision.
And that looked pretty plumb.
Lohit Babu comes to the crease. Another very adventurous stroke player. Likes to get on with proceedings. Be facing Charles Weisfer. At the moment, Arjun Mutreja on strike. It's a good delivery.
Beauty. That's a beautiful delivery. That's exactly what they should have been bowling from the start. Arjun looking to get his 50 here. Oh, that smash, and it's dropped. Looks like he's clipped his finger too. It's a really good effort there from Yash, diving forward. With those catches, they either stick or they don't, and on this occasion it didn't. Oh, it's hammered straight to him.
Yash Agrawal certainly saving 2 runs for his team. That ball was hit like a rocket. Good thing he got a finger to it. Very nice to see the young man putting on a brave face, not showing pain. That's what we like to see from the youngsters, playing the game hard.
Anyway, with 3 balls to go, try to pick up Arjun's wicket as well. That's a good delivery. And oh, it's nearly a run out, but he's quick enough between the wickets and they scamper through for a single.
Had Ghulam Mortaza hit, it would have been curtains for Lohit Babu, but he survives and is now on strike to Charles Weisfer. And even in the previous over, when young Mukherjee threw the ball in, he was conscious enough to use the square and send it on the bounce. These are signs of intelligent young cricketers. Make use of the conditions that are on offer. I think he had a good solid arm.
Oh, it's a unique delivery there. It's hit a little spot in the middle of the pitch where anything could happen. Yeah, it's hit a little spot you can see in the pitch. It's a little bit drier, it's a little bit more white and rolled than the others, and it just leapt off and just went straight over the batsman, miles over the keeper, nearly went for 6.
Here's Lohit Babu trying to adventure down the track. Charles Weisfer digging it in short, managing to clip a crack on this deck. The ball just shooting above the wicket keeper's head for 4.
And he comes on the track this time and just flicks it for a single.
This is good positive batting. With 26 runs only needed, the Stars should be looking to manage this without too many further hiccups.
Oh, it's a nice shot. It's a bit streaky, and it's just a single.
At the end of 10 overs, Stars 76 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Yeah, both batsmen just going about run a ball there, knowing they can take their time to just score the runs. You can see the run rates are so well above the Crescents, so the Crescents never actually really got going at any point in time. Anyway, Anantha on for a second over. Looking to take another wicket here.
And that's the way it tends to go when you're having a good go. Even your off days seem to fall on dead rubbers. And the Crescents would be pleased that they're having an off day on this dead rubber rather than at the grand finals.
It's well played again. And it's misfield a little bit by James Cox, but won't affect anything. He's thrown it back quick enough, and it's just a single.
Lorit Babu now to be facing Ananta Krishna. He's making some fine adjustments to his long on fielder. I really wouldn't mind seeing a slip.
It's a nice delivery. It's really well bowled. It's perfect line, perfect length, bit of turn, good flight. It's all you need from a leg spinner, because that will always get wickets.
He might even look to trap him in front, given that he's walking across.
And he has tried to... Oh, well, don't know what's happened there. Might have come off the bat, might have come off the pad. Looks like it's just clipped his pad before it went towards the keeper.
Lorit Babu just needs to take a single.
Yeah, he's playing like there's a lot more pressure than there actually is. He goes for the big shot and skies it to about where point should have been. And it's just a single. Mid-wicket, sorry. I'm a bit confused here.
That's a good delivery. Well controlled by Arjun Mutreja. Hits the gap at mid-wicket, rotates the single.
One ball left in the over here. You might want to go for another big shot here.
At the end of 11 overs, Stars 79 for the loss of 1 wicket. There seemed to be a bit of conference between Manpreet Singh and Ananta Krishna.
Yeah, it looks like they brought on Charles Weiser again for another over. Bought really well last over. Yeah, looks like he's just going to try to keep it on off. Yeah, swing away, swing a bit, try to pick up another wicket. That's exactly what he's done. Just pitched it outside off, swinging away a bit, and the batsman just tries to guide it down and misses it completely.
Is Arjun Mutreja on a runner ball 36. He might be running out of runs to get his half century. It's a close one.
Nah, he just needs another 14. There, 22 runs to play with here. And with Lohit Babu looking a bit scratchy at the other end, it looks like he can easily get his 50. Unless he gets out, and he's out. Arjun Mutreja is out for 36. That's a beautiful delivery. He's been tempting that line, that length, and he keeps playing and missing. It just looked like it was coming. And he flashes at it, and it goes straight to the keeper. Really well set up by Charles there.
That was a high quality delivery. Pitched in the blind spot to the right-hander. He was well set, hit the seam, did just enough to get the outside edge. The wicket-keeper does the rest. Could there be yet another twist in this game?
Well, with 8 for 22, I'd say it looks pretty unlikely.
Aditya Malik walks into the middle. Yes, the Stars should manage it from here. If they don't, Coach Bilal Asad will get a haircut. And not at the barber shop. He'll be pulling it out. One strand at a time. Wonderful job done by all the coaches, getting their respective teams on the park, managing injuries. Bilal Asad coaching the Stars, Abdullah Khan coaching the Crescents, and Arjun Menon coaching the Crimsons. It's going to be a wonderful final Thursday. Crimsons versus the Crescents. I'd like to invite all of you to come down to the Indian Association and watch this match. It's going to be Charles Weisfer to Aditya Malik. Can he get one more wicket here for the Crescents?
With the way he's bowling right now, it does look like it. Oh, it's another good delivery, but it's guided straight to third man. They just take a single. It's the shot he was trying. Arjun Matrija was trying to attempt on the last ball.
That brings Lolit Babu to strike. His MO seemed to be adventure down the wicket and play a big shot. Charles Weisfer, wily character.
Looks like he wants to go for it sometime in this over. It's good fielding from
Ghulam Mortaza there, and good backing up by the wicket keeper Manpreet Singh.
Qualifier? This April 1? You better, better be worth it. Yeah.
Charles Weisfer.
he comes down the track, and it's really well played there by Aditya Malik. It's the end of the 12th over. They're 2 for 81, and it looks like the Stars have got this match in the.
Is just a further 20 runs away. I think the excellent opening stand of 68 runs, ensuring that there wouldn't be any pressure for the batsmen that followed. Both Arjun Mutreja and Reza Ghaznavi doing a good job for the Stars.
Yeah, with the wides and the misfields today, and the byes that were given earlier on. They could have made this a competitive total.
Yes, the Crescents certainly 50 to 60 runs short. Ananta Krishna continues.
Oh, and that looks like it might be stumped, and it's out. It's just dragged his foot out of the crease a little bit too much. And the keeper is quick as a flash.
That was a great bit of work behind the stumps by Manpreet Singh. GC was quick.
Yeah, he's in one quick motion, just grabbed the ball, stumped him, and in the end it's really good bowling from Anantha. He's pitched it in the right area, spun it away from the batsman, and he's stuck in no man's land, just reaching out at the ball. And could this be the turning point for the collapse you were talking about?
He has made easy work of Lolit Babu there. Good leg spinner, drifted slightly, bowled at the correct pace, gripped and turned. Lolit Babu all at sea. Manpreet Singh was a bit like Lucky Luke with a 6-gun, faster than the shadow. Aditya Rangaswamy walks out to the middle with his paddle.
Yeah, it looks like he's gone rowing with it a couple of times.
Yes, he's another very entertaining character. I'm sure he will make it for good bit of viewing in these 20 runs. He'll certainly give it a tonk. Irrespective of the length of time he spends at the crease, I'm sure it'll be entertaining.
Anyway, Aditya Rangaswamy into bat with his paddle bat.
Because back in the day in Sri Lanka, when we used to play cricket on the beach, we used to take a coconut branch and shape it out to a similar shape. And I tell you what, that looks dead plumb. He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. It's 4 for 81. And it looks like he's tried to paddle it around the corner with his paddle bat, but just hasn't been successful here.
Ananta Krishna doing the job for the Crescents. The Stars refuse to make an easy job. An easy job. Aditya Rangaswamy needs a wider bat.
Ananta Krishna looking to get another 5 for here. And they've got some hope now, the Crescents.
Yes, the way the Stars are batting looks likely. This is not intelligent cricket. That was a good ball.
Yeah, tries to move outside off to stop the point of LBW, but he doesn't get his foot far enough outside off, and in the end just completely misses the ball. And he thought his foot was far enough outside off to negate the problem of LBW because it's pitching outside off, but in the end it hits the side of his pad and pitches just and hits him on the pad just in front of off stump. And
it's also good captaincy, is having the slip in there. Shahrukh Dar at first slip. Sithit Shinde now walks into the middle. He's an experienced cricketer. He should know what to do.
yeah, he can play some really big shots last year in the SEC T20 right here. He hit a 71 off about 20 deliveries.
This is very good bowling. Bowled a quicker, flatter delivery. First up to the batsman.
Yeah, it looks like he's just bowling on a completely different pitch from everyone else.
Bowling at the right speeds. To the sloggers, he was slowing it down.
Oh, that's a beautiful delivery.
I tell you what, I wouldn't even mind another slip or a gully there. The ball is now beginning to grip. And Ananta does give it a big rip.
Yeah, it's hitting the magic spots on the pitch here. Brought mid-wicket in slightly for a catch.
Yes, this is very good captaincy.
Oh, it's well played, really well fielded by Yash Agarwal there. Just manages to cling onto the ball and stop it from going for what could have been a 4.
Yes, the youngsters really standing up, supporting their bowlers. This is good to see the Crescents with their never say die attitude.
Oh, that's awkwardly played and awkwardly kept out there by Shittich. And he ends up scooping it just short of mid-wicket. And it's the end of the 3rd over of Ananta. And he has 3 for 8. And it's 4 for 81 off 13 overs.
Big thanks to all our sponsors of this Mariners EPS 2019, Mariners Cricket Club, KTP Exports Private Limited, Synergy Physiotherapy and Sports. Been great supporters of the game of cricket here in Singapore. Charles Weisver continues. The Crescents seem to have been buoyed by that passage of play, where they picked up 4 quick wickets. courtesy of Charles Weisfer and Ananta Krishna.
Yeah, the required rate's starting to go up again. With just 7 overs left in the match. They still need about 20 runs. That's 2 to 3 and over, and with the quality of the bowling right now, the Crescents are still in it.
It's important that the Stars do not get into a shell, that they rotate the strike around. Then with the odd boundary ball and the extras, they should get home safely. But it's not looking like the Crescents are giving anything away at the moment. They're bowling good pressure areas.
Yeah, if the Stars keep trying to just defend the ball, try not to get out, the run rate will creep up and they'll end up having to get a run of ball. And that's what they have to do. Just take quick singles and there'll be absolutely no pressure on them later in the match. It's smart cricket from the batsman.
And the infield, especially the men hovering in the 30 yards, they should be aware of what these batsmen are trying to do. And especially given the fact that they have protection with the sweepers, they should come in to cut the single, not give away easy runs.
And if they play like that, they'll finish this match in a hurry. It's a bit of a slog out to the sweeper on the boundary, square leg boundary, just for a single. And just need 2.6 runs and over now.
Crescents just need 2 wickets.
And that's another single. It's smart batting from the 2 batsmen. Yeah, without the wides and the no balls, this could have been a very competitive total.
Yes. Both Aditya Malik, Sudhir Chinde, 2 very capable players.
And he's trying to slog this and it's out.
And as I say that, Aditya Malik
goes for a rash shot. There was really no need to play that. You could have just tapped it for a single or 2 anywhere. There were massive gaps on the leg side. And he had to try to play a big slog and kind of scoop it up straight to the fielder.
cramp for room, goes for the big shot, pays the price. This is silly cricket by the Stars. Sithit Shinde, he'll be left to guide this chase home. Young Siddhant Singh, he's an intelligent cricketer, and he showed the other day he's more than capable with the willow.
Hit one massive 6 onto the road, into the apartment buildings.
And he hit a one flat pull 6 off Tafara Chingwara here to deep mid wicket. I really like this youngster, and he seems to have a head on his shoulders. Hope he can see the Stars through here.
Yeah, he's worked on his fitness a lot as well.
But I'm really impressed with the way that the Crescents have fought back.
Anyway, Ananta in here for his 4th over. He can pick up a couple more wickets. Who knows where this match will go?
The Stars lose couple from here. I tell you what, it will not be heading in the direction of their favour. But a couple of blows can also change the momentum.
Yeah, they're still keeping an aggressive field here. Just moving the fielders in for a catch, trying to get any possible wicket they can. Oh, it's slightly down leg, but he gets away with it. The batsman unable to flick it down for a single with no fine leg in place.
And it's important now that Ananta Krishna holds his nerve, not try to get too greedy, trying to go for the magic ball to turn from outside leg. He's been doing an excellent job thus far. Just stick it. Here we go. Oh, very nearly.
Oh, and that's a misfield, but it doesn't matter. The batsman only take a single, and that was so close to the 6th wicket in the innings. Still need 15 runs here.
Yes, and that previous ball, that's exactly what he needs to do. That same pace those areas. Don't need to try to do anything special here.
Yeah.
It's been a very good spell of bowling thus far.
And it's a catch. Oh, it's a no ball. The batsman didn't step out of his crease here. That's unfortunate, that. It's a free hit, yeah. And it's a free hit. This is not what the Crescents needed here. It's these type of mistakes that might cost them the match, and probably have cost them the match. The ball just slipping out of his hand there, and it looks like
Ananta Krishna's bowling hand grenades at the Indian Association ground here.
trying to hit the batsman on the head.
Somebody might have gotten some sunblock on the ball. There is no sun out here.
Yeah.
Either that or some sweat on the seam.
No, it just looks like it slipped out of his hand a couple of times. This will for sure pitch on the wicket, and it's been smashed. And that looks like, it's well fielded again by Isha Mukherjee. He's been patrolling the mid-wicket boundary so well this match, and he's saved countless fours, but all in vain for the Crescents, with the Stars 5 for 90.
Very good.
That's a nice shot.
This is exactly what the doctor has ordered for the Stars. Young Siddhant Singh, batting very intelligently.
Yeah, just 10 more runs required. I can't see the Stars messing it up from here.
Yes, he's showing his top order batsman how it should have been done.
With the help of a couple of no balls too.
Yes.
And that's cut well, but
this could
very,
be
very well fielded.
Ooh, almost a mix-up. Charles Weiss were there, certainly saving 3 runs for his team. And the batsmen at one point were both...
Yeah, he just didn't collect it cleanly. If he had, it could have been a run out there.
Yes. Siddhant Singh, very capable of depositing the ball outside the park if it's in his area.
Oh, and that might have been another mix-up too, but
There's no single there.
good fielding by Yash Agarwal.
Yes.
Very good fielding, and that's the end of the 15th over. They're 5 for 92, and looks like they're going to wrap this up soon.
Yes, the way they have batted thus far, the Stars will certainly be hoping to wrap this up very soon. And the Crescents wouldn't be giving this up so easily. They're bringing back James Cox from the Serangoon Road end.
Yeah, looking to try to take a wicket. It's the only thing they can do. With 9 runs in hand, they need 5 for 9. It's hard. It's not completely possible. But they're still going to go for it. There's nothing else for them to do. They have to go for the win here. If they win this, it would be a massive confidence booster for the final to come back like this. Anyway, James Cox in for his 3rd over. Oh, he might have edged it down this leg side. Might have just come off the pad. Umpire signals the pad.
James Cox demonstrating his experience, making sure to put that appeal in to ensure that the umpire would not signal a wide. These are also things that youngsters watching need to learn. When you play hard cricket, give nothing away. Would really like to see an in-swinging Yorker.
It's another good delivery. Straight past the outside edge of his bat. It's good, quick, fast bowling from James Cox. Yeah, another way to avoid a wide would be to appeal really loudly to distract the umpire. Yeah, Shitic only hitting 4 runs off his 12 balls, but playing a steady hand to make sure they don't collapse. It's a beautiful drive. And that's, again, a brilliant stop from Ishan Mukherjee. Saves 4 again. And the batsman come back from a second, but that's brilliant fielding from Ishan Mukherjee. He's been on his game today. He's saved countless runs for his team, and the match would undoubtedly be over if he wasn't playing this match.
Very good to see the youngsters giving 100%, making full use of this opportunity given to them.
And that's a short ball. And they tried to take another single, but they can't.
Young Mukherjee diving around, saving runs for his team, showing the correct mindset and the approach, playing the game hard on the park. Very good to see.
2 balls left in the over. They have to take a wicket from these 2 balls. They need 1.62 and over. With a main batsman out, it's still possible. But he's played the shot well, and this one does look like it's going for 4. But it is well stopped again by the fielder. And the batsman just settled for 2.
Karthik Subramaniam once again, chasing it all the way, putting in the slide, retrieving, throwing in accurately. James Cox, can he take a wicket here?
No, it's well guided down to short third man.
This is very intelligent batting by Sithit Shinde. He's playing the match situation, using all his experience. This is what is required from the batsman in the side. 4 runs required for the Stars to complete what should have been a straightforward victory. They have made it a bit more complicated.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between the Crimsons and the other 2 teams, is that they've been able to consistently use their top order to hammer out the match, to finish the match. There haven't been as many collapses. Yes, the Crimsons do have a bit of a short batting lineup, but the top order is solid enough that they know when to get out and when not to.
Well, the thing with the Crimsons is they have a very top-heavy batting lineup, and they back themselves for the top order to bat 20 overs.
And especially with Rohan Ranga in form, there's not much you can do as an opposing side anyway.
Yes, young Rohan Ranga has been batting really well throughout this tournament. And
Anyway, Karthik in for his 4th over. They need 1 run and over now. I'm not sure if it's possible here for the Stars, for the Crescents.
Sithit on strike.
You might look to try to finish it off with a boundary here. And he tries to, and it's out. It's out. There's 6 for 97. That's just a reckless shot at this stage.
Yes, the Stars demonstrating the limits of possibility of silliness that you can demonstrate. That really was not necessary, especially from the senior man.
Yeah, even if they wanted to finish it off this over, they could have just taken 4 singles instead of yet another wicket. Anyway, the new batsman looks to be Sai Harsha Venugopalan.
Yes, now he has left the job to
Venugopal. Sorry, Harsha.
young Harsha Sai. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he looked a bit tired today when he was keeping. He's probably humming the song Moonlight in his head right now.
These are under 19 cricketers. They should not be getting tired playing 20 over games. Right, I've been told they've been training earlier on. Manpreet Singh up to the stumps straight away.
A little bit of banter going on between Manpreet and Harsha.
The Stars have really managed to make this game interesting.
I have a feeling I know what they're saying behind the wicket. And he's missed it.
Go on then, what are they saying? Right. This is very intelligent bowling by Karthik Subramaniam. He's drawing the batsman into a shot. That was a very good low catch by James Cox to get rid of Sidit Shinde. Shinde be disappointed with that shot.
And he's missed the ball again. And he smiles and walks off to the side of the pitch.
Yes, young Harsha Sai.
Smiling as the ball runs.
Yes, the EPS, it's been such a wonderful platform, and a majority of these players that have been taking part in this EPS, it has really resulted in their cricket improving and growing, and they stand out when they represent their clubs. The performance is testimony to that.
Oh, and he's been bowled. He's been bowled. He walks across the outside off stump, and Sai Harsha is bowled. He's probably not having that song in his head anymore.
I tell you who'll be humming. Bilal Asad be humming a different tune.
It's 7 for 97. And there's no moonlight around.
The Stars are making an absolute meal of this chase.
Yeah, he had his chance in the spotlight here.
I, for the life in me, cannot understand.
But he has to walk back.
Avi Dixit walks into the crease, left-hander. He's capable of ending this match with one strike. And at the same time, Karthik Subramaniam would be backing himself.
Yeah, well, they need 3 for 4 here. It's possible. You never know what could happen.
Given the evidence that I witnessed in the last half an hour, I say anything is possible. Young Siddhant Singh, he needs to have a chat with his batting partner. He's the more capable of the two with the willow. He certainly demonstrated that the other day. And what a great over this has been by Karthik Subramaniam. Firstly removing Sidit Shinde and then bowling Harsha Sai around his legs.
Everyone into the bat here. Oh, it's another good delivery. The batsman just does not look settled here. 2 more deliveries to take another wicket.
This is excellent bowling by Karthik Subramaniam's good
Siddhant's
control.
at the other end, so the Crescents have got to try to keep him on strike. But the thing is, they can't afford singles at this point either.
Ooh, that's a good bit of fielding there. Looks like Shahrukh Da or Arutra Dutta.
Yeah.
No, that's Shahrukh Da. He certainly saved 2 runs there with that tumbling effort.
Saved the match.
Saved the match. Had it gotten past him, it would have been game over.
Well, they've got their objective. They've got Avi Dixit back on strike for 6 more deliveries. And if they can bowl out another over of dots to him, maybe get 3 more wickets, you never know what could happen.
I think the best outcome as a result of what happened in that previous delivery is having Siddhant Singh at the non-striker's end. And that exposes the other side. So after Avi Dixit, it's going to be number 10 and Bunny.
James looking to wrap this up quickly here. But with the pace of a fast bowler like him. You've got to have a third man in case there are any edges, and they do. So that's good captaincy there.
Manpreet Singh ensuring his men are in exactly the right positions.
Anyway, he comes in for probably the most important over of the match.
Yes. 2 runs required to tie the game. Could there be a super over?
Oh, and that's just inside the wide line, and it's a dot ball.
James Cox just needs to come straight, wicket to wicket, or bowl one of those searing Yorkers.
Yeah, the first ball he bowled today, that's the perfect delivery. If he just gets that on the stumps, there's nothing the batsman can do, nothing most batsmen can do.
I think there are a few dots of perspiration building up under the helmet of Avi Dixit. Can he negotiate James Cox?
There's pressure all around the ground. Oh, goes to the big slog. Nearly another edge. I thought it was going over an hour ago. Yeah, just look at that. 10 to 11? 10 to 11? Good match to commentate. Got to get it on the stumps here. Oh, that's down. Oh, that's slightly down leg.
Leg buys. The Stars wouldn't mind this. They will take it no matter how it comes. That brings it dancing on strike. It's all happening.
2 runs to win here. You're going to need a hat trick to finish this off. Could be a very special moment or just a loss for James Cox here and the team.
The Crescents would be very proud of the fight that they have demonstrated here. On the other hand, the Stars, they have been consistently managing to throw away advantageous positions.
Well, if he gets Siddhant's wicket here, you never know what could happen. Oh, and it looks like he's got him. He's got him. He's got him. It's out. They're 8 for 99.
The Stars are falling in a heap. Siddhant Singh nicks one behind. James Cox must now really believe, together with the Crescents, that they can manage this victory. What a wonderful game of cricket it has been.
This looks like the number 10 batsman. Ahan.
Young Ahan Archer walks into the center.
Who's number No, who's number 11? Well, it's been the most unexpected match today. And if he wraps this up with a hat trick, it's a win for the Crescents.
Manpreet Singh and the orange shirts all over the Stars at the moment.
Yeah, there are no recognised batsmen left either. Could we be looking at a super over?
And those recognised were not playing or using the willow in the most recognised of fashions. There's a short cover, there's a short mid-off, there's a gully, there's a backward point.
Yeah, with all these players having played against each other multiple times, they know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And looks like he might be popping up a catch. Oh, he's bowled him! He's bowled him. It's 9 for 99. He's on a hat trick.
I tell you what, James Cox is doing the business for the Crescents.
Oh, that's brilliant stuff from James Cox. Oh, he's just knocked out nearly all 3 stumps there. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Just middle. But anyway, that was a brilliant delivery from James. On the stumps, quick, fast, full. and Yusuf Aslam is next into bat.
And we did capture a sight of the Stars dugout. Coach Bilal Asad,
Probably pulling his hair out now.
yes, is a concerned man. James Cox nailing the middle stump. Young Ahanacha not troubling the scorers.
Well, this is probably their chance at the win here.
And there's so many orange shirts encircling Yusuf Aslam.
A hat-trick and a win, this would be a brilliant moment. Wouldn't really need a final after this match, would you?
This is once again a demonstration of how unpredictable this wonderful game can be. What a great equalizer and a leveler cricket is. And what a great experience for all those involved watching, and for us here in the Combox. It's been a wonderful match of cricket. Great quality.
Yeah, and great fielding from the Crescents as well, I felt, from the second half. They just really kept up the pressure, and any misfield, if you think about it.
It's two gullies.
Oh, and they've got him, they've won the match! James Cox has got a hat-trick! And they've won by 1 run! Oh my God, that's a brilliant match!
What a game of cricket this has been.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant.
James Cox gets a hat-trick. And
he's
look at the
done it.
catch.
This is what you go on overseas tours for.
What
And
a catch.
Brilliant. Oh, mate. Oh, shit.
That was an amazing catch by Manpreet Singh. And the Crescents, they believed till the very last, and they have achieved. And Charles Weiswa even grabs the stump as a memory, and why not? The Crescents deceive it. And as I was saying in the beginning, never say never.
Yeah, so they did end up losing 9 for 20.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, this just unbelievable scenes here. This is the cricket you come overseas to play for. And for all the overseas players, James Cox, Aditya Rangaswamy, Tafara, although he's not playing this match, Roger Mukasa, these are the kind of things you come overseas for. This is the quality of cricket you expect. And this has just been an absolutely brilliant match. You look at all their faces, they're just completely hyped up by this moment.
And the Crescents unit, you can feel that energy, that sense of camaraderie that really assisted them to get over the line and pull this match from the jaws of defeat and emerge victorious. And the coach, Ahmadullah Khan, he's a very happy man. Squad doesn't say much, but communicates and gives confidence to the players. All the coaches, they've done a great job. But what a wonderful game of cricket this has been. And a great advertisement for the Mariners EPS. And for anybody watching the live coverage, do come down on Thursday. It'll be a great grand final. We see you shortly with the presentation.
Yeah, and that sums up this. Okay. Okay, we're done. Never mind.
Come close.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Good evening and welcome to the awards presentation for this last match of the Mariners EPS T20 League games, game number 10. And in the presentation party we have the Deputy President of Singapore Cricket Association, Mr. Subir Datak, and the CEO of Singapore Cricket Association, Mr. Saad Khan Janjua. There were some wonderful performances today. It was a low scoring game. The Stars only requiring 101 to win the match. But with a fantastic performance and a fight back, the Crescents were able to win it. And the man of the match is none other than the first recipient of a hat-trick in the EPS, James Cox. I'd like to have a word with the captain of the Stars. Well, a lot of positives to take away from this EPS campaign. And how are you looking to build on this forward?
I think we've seen where all of us have seen where we have to improve individually and as a team. The competition is much higher than what we get in the league. So I think that's a very good positive for us. We know what to work on, where to move forward and things like that.
How was it captaining a lot of under-19s and the newcomers into the side? Did they manage to gel quickly, and how is the setup now?
Yeah, I think it's a good experience. I mean, you get youngsters, you get people who've played cricket overseas, you get a very good blend of locals, of foreigners, of youngsters. And I think it's good because I get the opportunity to understand what they do and see how I can best extract from them.
You had a wonderful opening partnership between yourself and Arjun Mutreja, 68 for no loss. Did you ever imagine losing the game from there?
No, I mean, I honestly never thought we would lose. I think it goes to show that, you know, cricket is a game where if you, especially T20s, if you don't focus for even a short period of time, you know, it goes away from you. It can get taken away, and that's what happened today.
Tough luck today, but best of luck for your future.
Thank you.
Would like to have a word with the winning captain of the Crescents. Manpreet Singh, what a game of cricket. Did you believe till the end?
Yeah, I was believing because I know anything can happen. We need 10 balls only in the game, so we made it today.
How about the youngsters in your team? They seem to have gelled immediately. Happy with their contributions?
I'm really happy. I mean, they have done a terrific job today, especially Ishan, Vineet, and Yash. So they have done really nice job today. Yeah.
Thursday, grand finals against the Crimsons. All your key players and all the team members seem to be standing up. I think you're going to have a tough time to pick 11 out of this. What is the plan going into the finals?
Obviously, we have a good team. I mean, all youngsters are good also. So obviously, I mean, we have a tough selection also as well. So I mean, we will be having a proper 11 to having a final. So let's see how it goes.
Wonderful game of cricket, and best of luck for Thursday.
I think one thing I want to especially thanks to my bowlers. They have done great traffic job today. Thank you.
Well done, well played. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We will join you on Thursday for the grand final of this Mariners EPS 2019. Do come down and watch the cricket. If today's game was anything to go by, it's going to be a wonderful final. Good night from the IA.
jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di The Landmark anda akan dapat menikmati lebih daripada 35 hidangan buffet berbagai budaya hanya dari $25 plus. Hubungi The Landmark hari ini. Merancang untuk meraihkan sesuatu acara dengan jamuan, di